Aloha everyone, this is Leimomi Keliikuli and welcome to High Ticket Affiliate Marketing Masterclass for the coaches, the Freedom Formula to creating more impact, freedom, and fun. I'm so excited that you are here and that you get to really see a new way of doing business. So what we're going to cover today is the why, the what, and the how. So why is why more and more coaches and healers are adding high ticket affiliate marketing as an income stream in 2023, and why it's the best way to create sustainable leverage income. And also going to go into the what, which is what exactly is high ticket affiliate marketing and what products do we recommend entrepreneurs to partner with? What does the pathway to multiple six and seven figures really look like? And we'll go into the how of how do you actually make sales through attraction marketing, and how is there automation and leverage in this business model? And who am I? I am Leimomi Keliikuli. I'm a psychic, multidimensional healer, self-love, and wealth high-ticket affiliate marketing mentor. I'm the founder of Leimomi TV, Being Alohi Academy. And my story coming back from being a psychic spiritual monk, I started my journey being first really impacting many people's lives. But I really felt that my journey needed to be in a different direction when I found my partner, my husband, and I became a stay-at-home mom. And along that journey, I retired him from work so that we could work together. And today we unschool and world school our two kids. And we travel the world as digital nomads, and we've been to 26 different countries. It's really my passion to have location and time freedom and automations. And so I really wanted to help more and transforming more coaches and healers and women and families to become six-figure plus CEOs with passive income streams, especially if you are looking for something where you can leverage and it's duplicatable and create consistent income. I've been on that hamster wheel of, as a coach and a healer, like trying to figure out like what is the business model that would give me more freedom and more time for me and my family, so we can spend lots of time, going to beautiful adventures all over the world, to really creating active income streams with others along the way. And I found that high ticket affiliate marketing is the best way to do this, because my first line in the sand moment was when I realized that I broke my rib and I had an accident with my son with me. We were on the beach and a big wave hit us. And that moment when I couldn't work for 3 whole months was like the thing that I needed to realize, that I didn't have passive income stream. I didn't have the thing that will help me to just have more of that time freedom that I really wanted, which was, when I found this type of way of doing business, which is where you get to leverage, where you get to have passive income by building a team, by having more people around you, and building that legacy wealth, which we'll go into today. So I want to pass on this to my beautiful friend and mentor, Melissa. She's a beautiful heart-centered leader. She does amazing work already. And I really want you guys to hear what it is like when you really truly learn how to leverage and use high-ticket affiliate marketing as a part of your business that you are doing now.
Thank you so much, Leimomi. Hi, everybody. My name is Melissa Murray. I am based in the beautiful New Zealand, and I'm a business and mindset coach turned affiliate marketing mentor. I actually come from a corporate background. My parents were both in corporate when I was growing up. So when I was in high school, I thought what I really wanted to do was get a corporate job. So that's what I did out of high school. I got a corporate job, figured out I actually hated it, and then I decided to get an education. I thought maybe that would make me really happy. So I did my degree, I studied business, and then I went back into the workplace afterwards. And I found that I was still really unfulfilled. I was really unhappy. And I felt like something was missing. I felt like there was so much more to life that I just hadn't quite figured out what it was. Like I knew I was meant for big things. So I started figuring out how to become an entrepreneur, and I had a few different e-commerce businesses over the time. Like I had like an online fashion boutique. I tried all these different bits and pieces and nothing really worked. And I kept researching and I was like, I really want to find the thing that's going to give me freedom, because my highest value in life is freedom. And I wanted to impact a lot of people and just be able to live life on my terms. So I kind of fell into low ticket network marketing like a lot of people do. I remember like doing so many different ones over the years. Nothing really worked. And then in about 2015, I started becoming really aware of the coaching world and that you could actually build a business through a personal brand. So I did a whole bunch of work in the coaching industry, launched my coaching business in 2016. And I loved it because I really love working with people. So I was a business coach because my background was business. I'd studied business. I'd run a few different businesses. But what I found was like the mindset was such a big piece that a lot of people were missing. So I started running my coaching business, and as much as I loved it, and I still love coaching so dearly, it was just such a struggle. And I'm going to share a little bit more about that today. But I found, like Leimomi, I was just constantly on this like hamster wheel of like launching the whole time. And I was still in and out of jobs. Like I never quite made enough money in my coaching business to fully sustain myself to not have to have a job, until I got started in high ticket affiliate marketing, which was the start of 2018. And that was when I fully retired from the 9-to-5 life. I had my 9-to-5 life and I had my coaching life in the evenings, and I worked a lot like all the time. So retired from the 9-to-5 at 29 to travel the world. I now had a business that fully supported me. And I was like, well, I don't really need to be in one place. I can actually work from anywhere that I have Wi-Fi. So that's what I did. I sold 90% of my belongings over a period of 1 week. Would not recommend. It was very crazy, and traveled the world. And today I actually lead a global team of chief experience officers. So I am all about life being the most beautiful experience possible, to really live their most authentic and abundant lives. So let's get into the first part of today, the why, and why this is such an incredible solution for so many coaches. Now, I have a question for you. Is the way you are currently creating an income going to pay you for the rest of your life, whether you are working or not? Or will the money stop coming in when you stop working? Now, as a coach, this was something I was so hyper aware of, that I needed to practically be launching all the time to have any kind of revenue coming in. I would have one-on-one clients, and as soon as that container was up, I would need to find another client. It was like this constant cycle of trying to sustain my income, or I had to be launching the whole time. So is what you're currently doing within your coaching model, within your current business model, actually creating an income that will still pay you when you're not working? Or would it be like Leimomi, when she actually had her accident and couldn't work and the income stopped? And this is something that a lot of coaches experience. So why are both new coaches and wildly successful coaches adding high ticket affiliate marketing? Like I said, the launching hamster wheel never ends. It's just, you keep going and you're coming up with new programs and courses. And it's just like a constant cycle of needing to deliver, come up with programs, launch, market, deliver, and it just keeps going and going. Unless you have a highly converting evergreen system in place, your income typically stops when you stop, meaning it's really hard to actually take time away from your business as a coach. You often have little to no leverage in place, meaning you are solely responsible for your income generation. Again, if you stop, your income typically stops. You often have to wear all the hats yourself and have limited automation. I remember this so clearly. I was doing the marketing, I was running the Facebook ads, I was creating the content, I was building the landing pages, I was delivering on webinars, I was delivering the courses, I was doing the billing, like all of it. It was me, and it was a lot, and I didn't have much automation at all to actually lean back on to take a break. When you are not delivering as a coach, you typically stop earning. So course delivery, group coaching, or private coaching all require you to be there. And will your current business model actually take care of you long term if you are not there running it the whole time? So let's talk about what full freedom actually is. This is kind of like the four wheels of the car, like full total freedom. So each of these wheels represents one of these types of freedom. So we have time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, and inner freedom. And when we can actually bring all of these together holistically is when we really find like that sweet spot for our lives. Because if you have all the time in the world, but you don't have any money, you're not having a very enjoyable experience. And if you have a ton of money, but you don't have the inner freedom and you're really unhappy and unfulfilled in what you're doing, that's not freedom either. So we really want to be looking at a vehicle that can bring all four of these together, like the four wheels of a car. And what we're going to share with you today is actually a vehicle that allows you to bring all of these together and gives you the opportunity to be in the driver's seat. We love all the car analogies that you get to actually like hop in this vehicle, come along with us. We have a really beautiful community. We're all on like the most incredible fun road trip together, and see if this is going to be something that actually aligns for you to add to your life. So let's get into the what, the very, very juicy what of what high ticket affiliate marketing actually is. So number one, you want to align with a high ticket offer that already exists. So basically with affiliate marketing, you make a commission when you recommend somebody else's product. And the reason you want to align with a product that is high ticket rather than low ticket is that you're going to earn higher commissions. So it requires less of your time and effort to earn more of a commission. So if you were recommending a product that you earned maybe $50 in commission per sale, you would have to recommend so many of them to actually ever have, for example, like a 10K month, versus if you aligned with something that was higher ticket, there's much fewer sales actually needed to hit your big income goals. And the reason we really want to align with something that pays us more is that we can actually then use that time that we would have spent growing our businesses and like making more sales and actually go and enjoy our lives. Number two, we want to leverage social media and automation without selling to friends or family or sending cold DMs. Nobody is a fan of cold DMs. Can I please get an amen? Nobody loves spammy cold DMs. No one wants to be selling to their friends and family the whole time. And we really want to find something that we can leverage social media, the absolute, giant of social media that everybody is on anyway. Like we all have a phone, we all have Facebook, we all have Instagram. So if we can actually leverage social media combined with automation, it becomes a winning formula with high ticket affiliate marketing. And number three, you receive a commission when sales are made via your referral. And this is where you can start looking at what it actually looks like to earn a leveraged income through both direct sales of your referral and indirect sales that might flow on as a consequence of that initial referral that you made. So let's quickly touch on the cash flow quadrant. This is actually something that Robert Kiyosaki came up with. He's such a brilliant man. He's the author of the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Highly recommend. And this really goes into linear income versus residual and leveraged income. Now, for many coaches, you start in the linear income model. So let's have a quick look at this. We have 4 different quadrants here. We have employee, self-employed, business owner, and investor. Now, when you're in the employee quadrant, this is fairly self-explanatory. Like a typical 9-to-5 employee, you're trading your time directly for money. You don't have much freedom over your time or your schedule. You work an hour of work for an hour of pay. You have direct, like you do an hour of work and you get an hourly wage. Not very scalable, no leverage. Then in the next quadrant, we have self-employed. So this is where a lot of coaches typically fall into, where you've kind of managed to get yourself out of a job and now you're self-employed, you work for yourself, but you still have a lot to do. So this is a typical coach offering one-on-one coaching sessions, like a payment per session type model, where you have a bit more freedom. You can create your own schedule, but you tend to work a lot. So this is where you're potentially earning a bit more per hour, but you're still having to do lots of coaching sessions to actually like make a good income. Then we move into the business owner quadrant, where you own a system, and this is kind of like where people can work from you. So An example here would be if you are offering group coaching or you're selling online courses, or if you actually have a team of coaches working for you. I know a few people who actually hire coaches to do a lot of it for them. So you start having a bit more leverage, but you still have so much that you're in charge of. You're still overseeing a lot of things, and you're still in charge of so much of the delivery. And then the absolute sweet spot is the investor quadrant, where your money actually works for you. So this is where you could find a leveraged offer where you can still share your beautiful gifts as a coach, but get paid passively over time with exponential growth potential. So what company have we chosen to partner with? We have partnered with a beautiful company called Enagic, and I can see my C has like gone on a little bit of a trip over there, a company called Enagic. So they are a 49-year-old award-winning Japanese water technology company, and they actually had 17% growth in 2020 when the world was going crazy and so many companies were shutting down, people were being let go, and Enagic actually grew 17%, which is quite phenomenal. You have global distribution rights with this company, which means you can truly run a global business. This is a global opportunity, and you're actually able to have team members all around the world and run your business from anywhere in the world. Water is a product that people want and need, and so many people actually buy it daily. And we like to call it liquid gold because it's a way that you're able to actually earn a really beautiful profit, but not through exploiting the water industry. So being able to generate a really good income through ethical sources of water rather than contributing to like the plastic pandemic. I actually looked into some stats about this yesterday, and the amount of single-use plastic that has gone into the environment since the actual like pandemic hit has gone up 300%. So we really are in a stressful state with the world right now and the amount of single-use plastic. So this is a really beautiful product that actually combats that problem to reduce single-use plastic in the world, and actually like is a good thing for the environment. This is called electrolyzed reduced water. This is the water that this machine actually produces. It's called ERW. So I recommend that you have a look on PubMed or Google Scholar. There is so much scientific research around the incredible benefits of electrolyzed reduced water. And we're not going to go into any health claims, but there is so much beautiful research on the science of this water. And what it is it's really rich in hydrogen, which means it's really, really beautiful at nourishing and restoring your body back to its optimum state. And it's known as Kangen water. So there's so much research available on how like magical this water really is. You can create an eco-friendly, toxic-free sanctuary with over 60 different uses of the water from this machine. It replaces so many of the products in your home, like your cleaning chemicals, washing powder. It's actually an emulsifier, so it can take like the horrible like pesticides off your fruit and vegetables that are actually water soluble. So when you're rinsing them under the tap, it's not even getting the pesticides off. You're literally just adding chlorine from the water onto your fruits and vegetables rather than getting any pesticides off. So this water is also an emulsifier. It has over 60 uses. And if you were to actually just use this machine to replace so many of the products in your home, you would have $100,000 ROI just on not having to go and actually purchase all those additional products. Enagic is an OEM, which is an original equipment manufacturer, meaning every single machine is made in-house. They don't outsource anything. They make every single component from like every part of the machine to the cardboard box that it arrives in. And every machine is made by the same single technician from start to finish. So they have full quality control. And they also ethically own the entire supply chain. So they're not ever in a situation where they can't get supplies from a different country because they actually produce everything in-house themselves, which is really rare and really phenomenal. They have ISO gold standard certifications for quality control and environmental impact. They really do care about the impact of their production on the environment. So they've received a number of awards for that, which is really beautiful to see. It is a sustainable zero waste product that lasts over 20 years, meaning this is a one-time investment into a machine that you're actually going to have in your home with your family for decades to come. And they're very much about triple bottom line. So all about benefiting people, the planet, and profit. So people in terms of like, this is a really beautiful product that supports our health. We as humans are between 60 to 70% water, depending on which article you read. But we are mostly made up of water. And when we're actually able to nourish our bodies with the best quality drinking water possible, it really has a positive effect on our health. It also has a beautiful effect on the planet. Like I said, we're reducing single-use plastic. We're reducing so much chemical usage, toxic chemical usage that literally goes in the drain and gets filtered into the same water systems that we drink from. And also really good for profit in terms of us being able to generate a really beautiful, supportive income that we can become financially independent of whatever we're potentially caged down to right now. So there's such a beautiful company that really look at triple bottom line. And it can be sold and shared through attraction marketing or traditional marketing methods. So these are the exact Enagic products that we recommend. They are the best of the best. So the first one is the K8. This is Enagic's flagship ionizer that produces antioxidant rich water in 5 different pH levels, from 2.5, which is the hypochlorous acid, which is actually the most phenomenal thing in the world. This machine produces a water that is able to disinfect the same way most chemical disinfectants would. And it's just a different pH of water, meaning it's safe for your kids. It's safe around your pets. No one's going to ingest anything that is actually really harmful for them. So it does the 2.5 pH through to the 6 pH, which is beauty water, like really beautiful for your skin, and the 9.5, which is drinking water, and all the way through to the 11.5, which is the emulsifier, which degreases. I've actually cleaned my barbecue with it. You can clean the tires on your car. It gets rid of lots of the like grease buildup. Like, actually phenomenal product of a huge range of uses. Then we have the Enespa. This is the in-home shower experience attachment. So the Enespa can either be used in your shower or as an attachment to your bath. And what it does is it remineralizes the water through an active charcoal ceramic filter, which removes chlorine and bacteria to protect your family's skin. And as we know, our skin is actually our biggest organ. So a lot of people pay attention to their diet, their nutrition, what they're putting into their bodies, often forgetting about the quality of the water that they're drinking. But also we don't really pay much attention to the water that we are bathing in, that we're showering in, that we're showering our kids in, which is often just full of chlorine, and that soaks into our skin when we're having a shower. And the third product that we absolutely recommend is called Ukon. And Ukon is a chemical-free wild turmeric. It's grown in Japan, and it has powerful antioxidant, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory properties. And it also comes in a tea, a soap, or a capsule form. I absolutely love the capsules, and turmeric is just such a beautiful product to really bring this together as like a full health solution. They also have a patented compensation plan, meaning that if you do recommend an Enagic product, they pay you really well. And the reason that Enagic can actually pay really generous commissions to its distributors is because it is part of the direct sales industry. They don't have to have a big marketing budget. It means that the money that they would typically go and spend on marketing without even knowing if they're going to get an ROI from that marketing spend, they're able to just pay out in commissions because they know each time a sale is actually made, they're going to receive the revenue for that. So they're able to actually pay really well. So they have an 8-point compensation plan. And we do have videos that go into much more detail about this. But for example, as a minimum, if you were to sell a single K8 machine, you would receive $365. This is all in Australian dollars, by the way. So $365 for a single machine. This is as a brand new person, literally brand new into the business. If you were to sell a trifecta, it would be for if you come in on a trifecta and you sell one, it's $1,154. And then the K8 quad, you can see that the commissions go all the way through $5,600. And we actually teach you how to really maximize this compensation plan so that you are earning a really decent income very quickly through a few hacks that we teach. So let's have a look at the fast track business strategy. Now, I don't know about you, but I am the type of person who loves to move really quickly. If there is a way for me to collapse time around results, I am all for it. So this is actually like our top fast track business strategy. It's called the quad package. And the benefit of investing into your business this way is you're actually going to start earning commissions back straight away from your own sales. So what the quad looks like is it's the Anespa, the beautiful shower attachment, 2 K8 machines, and the Ukon. And the reason the second K8 machine is such a good strategic move is that you actually have a spare machine that you can have as a loaner machine, meaning you lend it out to somebody for a month that they get to really experience all the beautiful benefits of the water. And when you go to take it away from them, they really struggle. I can guarantee you the moment you start consuming this water, you will become the biggest water snob in the best way possible. So having a machine that you can actually use as a loaner machine means people actually get to experience all the benefits. And then when you go to take it away from them, they are not happy about that, and they will typically order their own machine. I know some people at the moment have an 8-month wait list of people wanting to actually use their loaner machine. So it's a really beautiful strategy to have a second machine. So with this strategy, coming on with the Anespa, 2 K8s, and the Ukon, from your own sales, from your own investment into the business, you're actually going to earn 822 Australian dollars straight back immediately before you've even made a sale to anybody else. You're actually going to earn these commissions back to yourself straight away. Then from there, your first 5 quad sales in your business, and this is why this is the fast track strategy, which is so exciting. Your first 5 sales in this business, you are going to earn a total of $18,840 in commission. It's nearly $20,000 from your first 5 sales. Your following 6 sales, so 11 sales in total, you're going to earn a total of $54,820 in commissions from 11 sales. Now, that is more than most people typically earn in a year in New Zealand. So there's absolutely phenomenal earning potential. But if you were to make another 7 sales above that, so 18 quad sales in total, 18, that is your first 100K in commissions in total just from 18 sales. Now, when I first saw these numbers, I was mind blown. I had been struggling, hustling, selling $37 programs, $97 programs. Once I sold a $1,000 program, it was a real struggle. And I saw these numbers and I was like, wait, I can hit that like amazing 6 figures in just 18 sales. I was absolutely mind blown. Now let's take it up just a little bit more of a notch and have a look at the actual income potential with Enagic. And we're just going to stick with the same strategy of talking about quads. So when you are earning the maximum commission possible for a quad, and we teach you how to do this within your first like 6 sales, essentially within your first like 5 to 6 quad sales, we teach you how to earn the maximum commission. If you had this big, beautiful goal to make $1 million, I certainly do. I am very ambitious and driven. I definitely want to make $1 million. But actually seeing what the numbers look like, if you were to break this down into the number of sales, to make $1 million is only 149 sales per year, which comes down to 13 sales per month. Now, this is $1 million over a year. You could do this over 3 years if you wanted to. I know some people talking about doing this in a month because they know how to drive traffic and they're really savvy digital marketers. And they're like, I could do 149 sales in a month. This is what the numbers actually look like. So to earn $1 million, 149 quad sales. If your goal was $500,000, so a cool $500,000 in commissions earned, 75 sales per year, that's only 6 sales per month. $250,000, so $250,000, 37 sales per year, which is only 3 sales per month, to earn $250,000. And if your goal is to add an extra 100K to what you're currently doing at the moment, or earn your first 100K, it's only 15 sales per year when you have maximized the compensation plan, which it's not even a sale per week, 1.25 sales per month. Whose mind is blown with these numbers? It's just so phenomenal actually having a very clear roadmap on the number of sales. And this is also only direct commissions. This is nothing with group sales, title incentives, extra bonuses, all the other incredible ways Enagic actually pay out commissions. This is just from direct sale commissions. So absolutely phenomenal. And the really exciting part with Enagic, and why we really speak about this as a legacy business, is Enagic have a pathway to legacy wealth. Now, what this actually means is when you reach a certain rank called 6A2-3, which you can see circled on the screen, that means you have now unlocked legacy wealth with Enagic. And what that actually means is not only do they give you a $25,000 bonus, one-off bonus for hitting the rank, just as a like, congratulations, you've done it, here's $25,000, but they also pay you $5,000 monthly for life, for the rest of your life. And that is the absolute minimum. It often adds up to a lot more than that, but this is the absolute minimum that you are guaranteed with Enagic. And the most beautiful part of this is it's actually a willable asset. So you can pass this on to your children. You can put it into a trust. You can make sure that they are the beneficiaries. But once you hit -3 and beyond, so -3 is the first legacy rank, and you'll see it goes from -3 all the way to -8, which is actually an $800,000 bonus and $80,000 monthly for life. That's $1 million per year at that level before you even have breakfast. But -3 is the first big goal, and we really work with people to have a clear roadmap. And the coolest thing with this is you can really establish a clear roadmap to hit legacy income. And we really support you to do this over 3 to 5 years. And obviously everyone's going to do it in different timings, different levels of experience, different levels of drive, ambition, full commitment. But the really beautiful thing is you actually have a clear pathway of a step-by-step system that if you just stayed consistent and you just kept doing the thing, you would reach that. And every sale that you ever make in Enagic, every sale that ever happens within your team organization never disappears. So you never derank, you never lose a sale, you only ever move forward with Enagic, which is the coolest thing, because if you do actually take a break and you want to come back for a while after you've done whatever you've done, maybe it's like you've had a family or whatever, everything is still there. All the sales that you'd made previously are still actually there. So it just continues moving forward. And one way that I really love to explain this is that every sale is like a brick, and every brick is contributing to your house of legacy. And coming into this with a big vision, like a 3 to 5 year vision to actually build legacy wealth, is such a beautiful pathway of like, you just keep laying bricks, one brick at a time, and the bricks never actually disappear. So -3 and beyond is where the legacy income really starts, which is just so exciting. And we have quite a few people who are really close to hitting -3 within the next 12 months. So a couple of quick Enagic stats, especially for those red personality types who love to know how they can move really quickly, or like how big the opportunity is. Is this a saturated market? No. They have only sold 3 million machines globally so far. This is still such a baby. There is still so much growth potential, like untapped growth potential here. The company will be 50 years old in 2024, and they've only just recently in the last few years started to gain big traction through the online space. Traditionally in Japan, this was a medical grade device and they were sold 1-to-1. literally like one person, belly to belly sales, one machine at a time, face to face. And Mr. Oshiro, who is the founder of Enagic, has a 500-year vision for the business. And if you know much about the Japanese, that's such a beautiful culture. They think really big term, really big picture, and they're not even 10% into the vision that he has for this business. They did $1 billion in sales in 2022, which is absolutely phenomenal. And they're expanding with new offices in different countries to better suit distribution lines and global growth, because it is just growing so quickly globally that they're just putting new offices in places to better serve different countries. And we touched on this before, but people really are becoming hyper aware of taking care of their health. The last few years have really taught us that we need to prioritize and take care of our physical health, our mental health. And people are just really taking notice of how bad tap water quality is in so many parts of the world, and are also becoming aware that just buying bottled water is not a solution, because firstly, you're drinking water that's been sitting in plastic often for a number of years. So you have like chemicals and plastic leaching into the water. But like we said before, we have such a plastic pandemic, and we really do need to do our part to be part of the solution rather than adding to the problem. So I'm going to pass over to the beautiful Leimomi to go into how we actually make sales in this business. How do you bring it all together? We know why this is so important for us. We know what, in terms of like the incredible product that we recommend. Now, how do we actually make sales?
Thank you, Melissa. That is just so amazing. I don't know if you don't know it, but like I'm so mind blown every time when I listen to this. I'm like, this is so incredible. We get to have so much more freedom, and we have a correct, like, right pathway that anyone can do this. So how does this work in order to make sales? First, you want to have personal branding, your social media, and automation. And basically, it's so simple. You just create content or ads on social media, whether you want to do it organic or paid. You help people listen to this free masterclass like you're listening to now, where people get to get an overview of what this business is and how it really works. And then you go through this discovery process in the academy, which has all the automations already all done for you, and which is incredible because, you know, as a coach and healer, we don't have any of those things, and we have to invent that all ourselves. And in this business, we don't need to at all. And then you get on a coaching call with a digital business specialist, and they will help you to figure out which one is the best, most aligned, you know, product for you to start with. And then you just launch your business and launch your business course, and you can listen to the beautiful trainings that are in there. There's master classes that are always live. There you get help and support, mentorships, and all of that as well when you join us in this beautiful business. And so your next steps is to get started in the Freedom Air Academy and book your digital business specialist call in the next 24 hours. Reach out to whoever invited you to this masterclass for the link to get signed up at $49 US. And step 2 is receive 2 life-changing books, which was phenomenal. I love these 2 books, straight into your inbox as a gift for being an action taker. And step 3 is complete this discovery process, where you have your digital business specialist call and start your affiliate marketing empire. And remember, this first step isn't you committing to anything just yet. It's simply getting started on the 14-day money back guaranteed experience, so that you can see the full deep dive of exactly what we have here, which is so incredible. So even if you decide that this isn't aligned for you, you totally will get the most beautiful experience and really get clear on your vision and where you're going, and how this can actually impact you on a whole nother scale. So I'm going to pass this on to Melissa, and she will wrap this all up. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Leimomi. So a couple of final thoughts before we wrap up for today. Your entire life can change based on what comes next. So every once in a while, something comes along that has the power to completely change the trajectory of your life forever. I remember when this first came across my lap, I had just come out of a really bad breakup. I was still working a full job, like a 9-to-5 job at the time. Came out of a really bad breakup and I actually couldn't go to work. I was so sad. I was like so depressed. And I was living with my parents again. And this came across my lap and I had the opportunity to actually take a look at it. And it was $99 to access the first month when I did it. And I remember thinking about it, like, should I, shouldn't I? And I so vividly remember actually grabbing my wallet and I was like, do you know what? What have I got to lose? Like, actually, what do I have to lose? I am so low right now. And we're all in such different, beautiful stages of our lives. But I was in such a low place. And I was like, dude, I don't have anything else to lose right now. I'm just going to take a look. And I remember grabbing my card out of my wallet and just paying the $99, which is $49 now to have a look at your first month, because it came with a full refund. And I was like, if I don't like it, I have literally lost nothing. And I know for myself that I took a look and it changed my entire life, completely changed my life. So I implore you not to take these words lightly, that your entire life can change based on the decisions that you make from here. Everything can change. Things shifted so quickly for me and I was able to really build so much of my dream life. And I still feel like I'm only just getting warmed up. So I'm going to leave you with one final question to ponder. What is keeping you so loyal to a life that is keeping you so stuck? And we want to thank you for your time. Again, reach out to the person who shared this webinar with you. Get started on the $49 trial. You have a 14-day money back guarantee and have a look at this process. It's changed so many of our lives and we're so excited to see you inside of the Academy. Bye.